Okay.
So to whom I need to pass the host?
Ask them. Who is the guy? Anand, do you want to do that today? Yep. It's fine. Give it to Anand. Pass the ball. So let's understand equipment. What is equipment? Equipment is where you load your goods. Okay? Simple. Is truck an equipment? Answer is yes. Backside of the truck is equipment. Front side of the truck is power unit. We do not carry stone chips, That's why our truck is detachable. Right? So everything is detachable. Backside is always equipment where you load goods. There are many, many types of equipment. As a theory, you can just, since every sessions are unique, you can have little theoretical knowledge on equipment. Once you have a time, there are 26 different type of equipment across the world. Equipments are some of the equipments are called container because they can move in ocean, they can move in a truck, they can move, it's a locked thing. It can be floated in the ocean because high possibility if there is an accident happened in the ocean so that you can retrieve the equipment. They might have some high valuable product. They do not want to lose it in the sea. So equipment, there are 40 feet equipment, 48 feet equipment, 53 feet giant equipment, 20 feet equipment can be a flat bed because the item you are putting in doesn't have a symmetrical size. So you need more space. It can hit the side wall. That's why equipment can be flat bed. Equipment can go into rail containers. Same equipment can be detached from the rail flat bed and can be pulled to a ocean voyage, vessel, into a vessel. Equipment can be simple road equipment, it can be intermodal equipment, intermodal in the sense it can go by multiple different vehicles, same equipment. Air equipments are relatively smaller, it has an edge. You can Google about air equipment. Air equipments are lightweight because they do not want to consume a lot of weight on making the iron chest. They want to put more items inside it. So it's lightweight equipment. And ocean equipments are relatively heavy. Equipment has its own weight, considerable weight, but we do not care much about it because considering the fact how much weight is for the equipment, every country has certain limit of how much weight it can carry. Not 40 feet equipment you can store in India, and if you think that I will go by Indian road and then I will put it into a ship and that ship will go to Boston and I can take another truck and go by road. You need to really take care about the weight limitation of both the country highways, because it cannot be same and you have to be adhering to their country rules. So source and destination for the equipment, based on that, we have many groups of equipment for the same container size. You have different weight can be created, and that can be assigned to a certain lanes so that you don't make mistakes. So these all things are manual matrix activity, okay? These all things are not automated. You can't expect that equipment will be unloaded, offloaded automatically within the road, right? So somebody has to manually understand and then make the setup, and based on the setup, OTM will choose and cherry pick the one which is required. But the lane-based assignment should be there. Then item-based assignment should be there, because some of the equipments are refrigerated equipment. Some of the equipment are dry equipment. Some of the equipments are hazardous equipment. Hazardous means which carries the item which is more risky. It could be ammunitions. It could be item which is highly flammable. Yeah. So hazardous equipment has their own set of shipping rules generally, so that if it meet with an accident, then the territory that is responsible to handle the situation should be able to pull off the right strategy. Okay, so you can understand it's very important part of the transportation. Google about it, read about it. Equipment has a lot of interesting story to tell you. Now, in OTM, we configure equipment, define equipment based on the business strategies and understanding the business, their lanes, their type of business. We create different groups of the equipment, because you actually assign equipment group or equipment group profile and profile set to a certain lanes or item. You do not technically assign you do not assign equipment group. You assign equipment group profile or equipment group profile set. You let OTM decide which equipment group to be assigned to that. Okay, so equipment group is our minimum object that is assigned, and based on the equipment group, you order an equipment. So coming to the business now, you will understand now. You are a manufacturing company. You are transporting mobile phones. So you don't order for a particular equipment, okay? You order for a particular equipment type or equipment group in a way. Like, I need 40 feet dry container. That's what is your requirement is. You don't say, I need equipment number 7439, because you don't know which equipment is going to appear in your factory that day, because you don't own the equipment. Now, what if you own the equipment? Then you need to learn fleet management. It means you are asseted company. You have your own assets. Then you define each and every equipment which is there in your inventory, and every equipment to be linked to OTM, and those equipment you will create some equipment types, and based on that, against each planning, you assign those equipment to the fleet shipments. Any of you want to learn fleet management? Contact me. I am not far away. But fleet management is a whole different subject. It's not something it will take another week, like a 5-day session. So fleet management, if you are not a fleet company, then you are a majorly the main league of the transportation company, where you do not have your own asset, but you hire an asset. Their equipment group is your most minimum object that you need to create, because you technically order an equipment group, not the equipment itself. Okay. Based on the equipment group, your service provider assign a particular equipment. They could be using OTM system or other TMS system or other fleet management system. It's up to them. But they take that responsibility. Then they feed you the exact equipment number through their acceptance of their tender, so that you can identify the equipment. Yeah. Otherwise, Dhoom, that movie, You will order for something and something else will come. Somebody will take your item and go away. So you need to have an identification process. That's why during acceptance of the tender or your order booking request, they send you all the equipment details so that you know which one is coming. Now, equipment group basically holds all the dimensional information. Based on that, your shipment planning picks up the right one. Equipment group profile. You see, there are all grouping language. The highest superclass is called equipment group profile set. It has group profile set. All three are grouping word, right? So highest class is equipment group profile set. One equipment group profile set can consist of multiple equipment group profile. And one equipment group profile can consist of multiple equipment group. Dimensions you define only in the equipment group. Equipment group profile and equipment group profile set is just for grouping. So two different hierarchical classes only created so that you can accurately define your categories. Why? Because it's all about categories. What type of equipment you require? That's all based on what are the categories you are making for a certain business. So do not think the way I will be creating is the only way of creating it, okay? Every business has their business scenario. Based on the business scenario, we create the grouping. There are ways of making it, not only one, 2, 10, 15, ways of making it. But if you know how to make it, then tomorrow you can improvise. Different solution architect has different approach to handle a certain business cases. You will be using your own, but before that you need to know how to, feature-wise, how to use it. So what we are going to do in our session is, we want to go for 3 types of transport mode, okay? One transport mode is road transport, One transport mode is for road. One transport mode is air. One transport mode is intermodal. Go by both air and road. Or maybe ocean. I don't know what kind of shipment you are going to plan. That's why I'm making a blanket intermodal. So when these 3 types of transport mode I'm handling, so your equipment can be classified majorly into 3 categories. So your equipment group profile set will be road equipment group profile set, air equipment group profile set, and road, air, and intermodal equipment group profile set. Then equipment group will be basically categorizing based on 2 parameters. One is size, one is type. Size and type both I will go with. Another any classification you can do? Yes, sir. You can do country based classification. That is also not rare, because every country has a different shape and size, right? Not only shape and size. Within the same shape and size, you have different weight category, different volume category. So country is also a parameter. Then profile set and equipment group profile you type. Okay, you are typing, so you type equipment group profile can be size and type. Group profile, do not end at equipment group. Equipment group profile you put. The top one. The mid one, The mid one you make it equipment group profile. Mid one. Yeah. Size. Correct. Equipment group profile will be size and type. Whereas equipment will be also Equipment group will be equipment group. Don't worry about it. Size and type, equipment group will be equipment group. So you don't have to worry about optional country. Correct. Very good. An equipment group, remove everything. Equipment group is a raw equipment, so you don't have to worry. Ultimately,